In this video, I've decided to talk about the hotspots or routers, mobile routers that I've used. And the first mobile hotspot router that I've used is the NETGEAR Aircard 763S. That's this one right here. Okay. After that, I upgraded to the ZTE mobile hotspot MF970. I did a video on that. And finally, my current hotspot router is the Nighthawk M1 gigabit LTE mobile router by NETGEAR. Now, the reason that I upgraded this router here, the NETGEAR Aircard 763S, was that the battery started to become defective, and the unit itself would behave somewhat weirdly when the battery got extensively hot. I constantly plugged it into the micro USB here, and it contains two antenna connections right here, which has a switch that you just push up, and it exposes the antenna ports. Now the battery is also removable. I've replaced it since, and the battery, I found it started not lasting so long, and that is probably how I use the router or hotspots. I would constantly plug it in because it is my only internet router that I use at home. So I needed it to be powered on, so I would constantly power it on, recharging the battery at the same time that I was using it. This caused the device to get pretty hot, as it would not work with it plugged into the micro USB cable without a battery in it, unlike with my current Nighthawk M1 gigabit LTE mobile router, which will work without a battery inside as long as it's plugged into the USB-C and an AC outlet. Now, I got this from my mobile carrier, and it uses a full-sized mini SIM card, which goes right here. Okay, and here you can insert a micro SD card, so you can transfer files and share files between the different items which connect to it. Prior to me having or using these mobile hotspots, I would use what's called internet sticks or internet USB sticks. But one thing that I didn't like about these internet sticks was that it required drivers to be installed on the computer, and as the operating systems get updated, or you use certain non-supported devices and you wanted to connect to the internet, like let's say you wanted to connect a Chromebook, the internet USB stick might not actually work. So purchasing one of these hotspots routers is, you can connect any internet device to it, similar to connecting to a regular Wi-Fi router at home. So that's why I decided to get this from my carrier. Right now, this device itself, you can't purchase it. You cannot purchase it from my carrier. I don't believe that they make it anymore. You can probably purchase it secondhand from various sites, but my personal feeling about this, what I liked about it is it had a removable battery. The battery, when I first got it, would last a fair amount of time, not as long as the one that I'm using now, but it would last approximately maybe 5-6 hours based on the usage that I used it for. It supported the external antennas, the TS9 antennas that I believe. Uses standard micro USB here, and some of the features that I like, it has a iOS app as well as an Android app, and that you can use to configure the hotspot. Something else that I liked about it is it had sound on it, so that you can configure the router or hotspot to make a noise once the battery was low. So you can plug it back in if it wasn't running on AC power or being charged at the same time. You can also have it make noises when people connect to it, or when people disconnect from it, or when the hotspot actually accesses the cellular network. One of the things that this doesn't have that the other two hotspots do have, like the ZTE has, and the Nighthawk NETGEAR M1 does have, is the ability to have two wireless networks, so that you can have one wireless network that you connect to, and another wireless network that you have a different password for, that you can, or you can make it a public one which doesn't require a password, so that people can connect to it. This router doesn't have that capability, and I believe it only allows for 10 simultaneous connections, which is another drawback. If you have any questions regarding this NETGEAR Aircard 763S, please leave a comment below. And if you like videos on tech gadgets, as well as the Nikon D5000 series of cameras, like the Nikon D5300 and the Nikon D5600, please consider subscribing to my channel, where you'll be notified of any new videos. Thank you.